The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
The Colts had 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. You look at this Colt defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Here's Hooker. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Off play action. Here's Hooker. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Hooker wants to change the look. On first down, he'll drop to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They go play action. Here's Hooker sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game. And that... goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive. That whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
After 1, 7-0 on the A score. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Hooker now off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Hooker's throw complete there to St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing. Hooker. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage? Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That complete to Downs. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
This pass caught. It's Woods. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will wind up a loss on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and goal. Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored him, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown in the Richardson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gay is on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Hooker on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 59 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This taken in by Downs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Off play action, Richardson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Aleem McNeil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. There, Richardson back to throw it. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Richardson on 4th down. That is caught. It'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. After running it, now Richardson will throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Richardson to throw. Now he's forced out right. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Hooker. Open man right side of St. Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hooker's going to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Ball play action. Here's Hooker. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Duggar, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Hooker. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Richardson now on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Woods. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action. Now Richardson. Try! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The option to give to Taylor here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Richardson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. John Kaminsky able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Richardson looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6, and now it's 3rd down.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Williams, the man in motion left. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. How about this? They'll change it at the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. This is 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. 4th down to give to Gibbs. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs from 19 yards away. And the Colts have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. Hooker to throw. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Here's Hooker. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing here is Hooker. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Richardson. He's got him in. Complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Richardson to throw it. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
18-yard attempt.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down.